two tracks, dude. Thick as a Brick, and then Thick as a Brick. They're both named Thick as a Brick. Okay, whoa. All lyrics are written by Gerald Bostock, a.k.a. Ian Anderson. Wow, I had no idea that was his name, dude. It's just one song. Part 1 on side 1, and then part 2 on side B. Gotcha. Side A, side B. Gotcha. It's a single. I don't know if this is considered a single. This is the 5th studio album, dude. It's a whole album. It's their 5th studio album by Jethro Tull, released in 1972. The album contains just one continuous piece of music, split over 2 sides of an LP record, and is intended as a parody of the concept album genre. Ooh. Okay, dude. A parody of the concept album genre. Okay, dude. Oh, I love that idea. Dude, concept albums can be so weird, so artsy, right? So it makes perfect sense that they are just ripe material for comedy purposes, for parody. Then the next album, Ian decided to do a concept album for real. Okay, so after joking a little bit, he's like, oh, okay, this is actually pretty cool. This idea actually has some merit, dude. Now, the album was recorded in late 71, featuring music composed by Anderson and arranged with the contribution of all band members. The album was the band's first to include drummer Barry Barrymore Barlow, replacing the band's previous drummer, Clive Bunker. The live show promoting the album included the playing of the full suite with various comic interludes. Thick as a Brick is considered by critics to be the first Jethro Tull release to entirely consist of progressive rock music. It received mixed reviews upon its release, but was a commercial success and topped various charts in '72. Today, it is regarded as a classic of progressive rock and has received several accolades. Dude, when did we even... You said we watched this live? When the heck did we watch that? A shortened version? Oh, okay. Also, we've listened to Benefit, so go back and check that out if you have not already. It was back in October of 2023. Alright, well, it's probably lost in the ether, so probably not going to be able to find when we first reacted to the shortened version, but there was a radio edit of about 4 minutes from the beginning of side A. Oh, interesting, dude. Really? Just 4 minutes out of a full 40? Dude, 10%. Thick as a Brick. The Saint... What does that say? Saint Clive? The Saint Claru? What does that say? The Chronicle, whatever. Thick as a Brick. Judges disqualify Little Milton in last-minute rumpus. Last-minute rumpus, dude. Announced their decision late last night to disqualify 8-year-old prize winner Gerald Little Milton Bostock following the hundreds of protests and threats received after the reading of his epic poem Thick as a Brick on BBC television last Monday night. What? What? There's literally an entire short small town paper attached to the album. Oh my god, dude. Whoa. And this story, I'm assuming it's just a fake story, just meant to be hilarious, funny, dude. Yeah, a little 8-year-old, what was his name, dude? Little Milton, dude, giving a poem on BBC television, dude. Thick as a Brick. Wow, okay. So yeah, you said check out the, what was it? The packaging pictures, Jethro Tull. Thick as a Brick packaging. Different band members wrote different parts. It's all complete fiction. That's hilarious, dude. Oh, wow. That's like one of the funniest things ever, dude. Wow, okay. So yeah, it looks like here we have a good... You can barely see it, dude. Hold on. Hide me. Hide you. Jethro Tull sets Thick as a Brick 50th anniversary. Wow. A crossword as well? My gosh, they put so much work into this, dude. Put so much work into this. What am I looking at here? You can buy the booklet, dude. About 40 bucks. Wow, who's interested in that, dude? Non-ironically. Dude, I would love to actually just look at this button. Open image, new tab. There we go. Women's League of Pets, beef shortage, cash for noise. A degroot to get spliced. Cancel faces the wrath of the Tulip Grove defenders. Sweet-toothed thief find... Oh my god, look at all this writing, dude. What the heck? Oh my gosh, dude. Wow. That's so very impressive. So very impressive. So much work went into this. Okay, well, hold on. Let's put our video back up in the chat. All right. Wait, what was that last one? Oh, yeah. Sunday supplement takes on local talent. Dude, it actually feels like a real newspaper as well. That's crazy. I'd love to just read it, though. It's very Python-esque. It feels very much so. It feels very much so. Okay, I'll take another hit and then jump on into it, dude.
Really don't mind if you sit this one out. My words but a whisper, your deafness a shout. I may make you feel, but I can't make you think. Your sperm's in the gutter, your love's in the sink. So you ride yourselves over the fields, and you make all your animal deals, and your wise men don't know how it feels to be thick as a brick.
Okay, dude. So real quick, I'm assuming thick as a brick. I think we all know, right? I think we can all assume we're all adults. But for those who can't read between lines, an erection. Dude. And I think this song is just so hilarious, dude. Like, what? Yeah, imagine an 8-year-old singing this on BBC. Okay, beautiful vocals, dude. Okay, let's get back into this, dude. Not even a minute in.
And the sandcastle virtues are all swept away.
Real quick. It's standard British insult to say stupid person is thick. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense too. But we're getting a lot of imagery here with your sperm's in the gutter, your love's in the sink, dude. Maybe it's a double entendre. Perhaps. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Let's just keep it going.
In the tidal destruction, the moral malay. The elastic retreat rings the close of play. As the last wave uncovers the newfangled way. But your new shoes are worn at the heels, and your suntans rapidly feel, and your wise men don't know how it feels to be thick as a brick. I feel is so far away. I'm a bad dream that I just had today. And you shake your head, you said it's a shame.
Ah, it's so good, dude.
Spin me back down the years and the days of my youth. Draw the lace and black curtains and shut out the whole truth. Spin me down the long ages, let them sing the song.
Oh. Oh.
See, there a son is born, and we pronounce him fit to fight. There are black hands on his shoulders, and he feels himself in the night. We'll make a man of him, put him to a trade. Teach him to play Monopoly and how to sing in the rain.
Monopoly. Oh. Oh my God. Dude. Okay. Oh, dude. Okay. I know this is supposed to be intended as a parody, dude, but this is some sick stuff, dude. Whoa. This is sick. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. So far, I'm really not sure what lyrics are saying, dude. Beautiful intro, beautiful vocals by Ian. Maybe we'll have to read after, dude, but oh wow. Wow, I'm just being struck musically, dude. The height of impact was shocking, dude. That's where the radio edit ends. I assuming it was before all the cool kind of like black hole spinning around, dude. That's what it felt like. That whole sequence. That was crazy. Okay, has Monopoly been around for a while, dude? When did Monopoly come out? Ian plays the saxophone too, here and there in the background, more pronounced in the next two albums. Okay. I'll try listening for that sax, dude. Whoa, this song is sick. People missed out on all this cool stuff. They edited this stuff out, dude. Okay. Let's get back into it.
the sun plays on the infantry returning from the sea. The doer and the thinker, no allowance for the other, as the failing light illuminates the mercenaries' creed. The home fire burning, the kettle almost boiling, but the master of the house is far away. The horse he is standing, their warm breath clouding in the sharp and frosty morning of the day. And the poet lifts his pen while the soldier sheathes his sword. And the youngest of the family is moving with authority, building castles by the sea. He dares the tardy tide to watch them all aside. The cattle quietly grazing at the grass down by the river, where the swelling mountain water.
Dude, quick pause. Oh my gosh. Okay. Quick little powwow, dudes. Okay, so the lyrics. Painting a very beautiful picture of this kind of medieval scenery, right? With poets and soldiers and castles by the sea, dude. It's all very beautiful. Horses are stamping, right? Very much building the atmosphere. And I keep trying to make sense of it. And I think I'm just gonna just try living in this scenery, dude. It's very beautiful. And we're just gonna let it go, dude. I have a feeling at a certain point this stopped being parody, dude. It feels like they're having a lot of fun. A lot of like serious musicianship is going into this, dude. This is wild. This is crazy. Wow, what do you guys think of it so far? We're almost halfway through, dude. 10 minutes. It's already gone by. All right. Let's get back into this. Back it up just a little bit, guys. Might be wrong, but I believe this is the first ever reaction to this album. Great choice. It is. Indeed. Welcome, Violet. Oh my god, the amazing flute. Best fluting I've heard. Parody concept, but serious music. Gotcha. Yeah, you know, some parts do seem a little like overly complicated, and the fact it feels a little maybe pointed at. I don't know if Rush was going this crazy at this time, dude. I don't think so, no. Yeah, I wonder what other bands they were listening to that were doing a little bit more proggy stuff. Maybe Deep Purple. Uh, maybe Led Zeppelin, dude. I don't know, but they're having a lot of fun. I love all the switch ups, dude. It's chaotic, and they didn't even know they were starting something here, dude. ELP, King Crimson, gotcha. Yes, gotcha. Oh, we need to make our way back to ELP and King Crimson. You know what it was? YouTube really didn't like our King Crimson videos. They blocked most of them, unfortunately. Mocking the establishment. Okay, okay. I can get that vibe. Definitely with the newspaper edition. Need to keep that in my mind as well. Okay, so let's get back into this, dude. I can't wait to hear what comes next. We're not even halfway through.
The cattle quietly grazing at the grass down by the river, where the swelling mountain water moves onward to the sea. The builder of the castles renews the age-old purpose and contemplates the milking girl whose offer is his need. The young men of the household have all gone into service and are not to be expected for a year. The innocent young master, not moving ever faster, has formed the plan to change the man he sees. And the poet sheets his pen while the soldier lifts his sword. And the oldest of the family is moving with authority, coming from across the sea. He challenges the sun, puts him to the run.
Symbol work, dude. Wow. Oh, oh.
What do you do when the old man's gone? Do you wanna be him? And your real self sing a song. Do you wanna free him? No wonder hell you get obscene. And the world pulls and you we are being.
Whirlpool. Oh. Oh. Okay, real quick before we get into this next part, I just gotta say this is up there with some of the coolest music. Just like Yes, Boston, dude. This must have inspired Boston. Like no doubt inspired Boston, dude. Tom Schultz, dude. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so effing good, dude. And now we're in some new section. Let's just back it up just a little bit. Start a little bit over. And the whirlpool turns you way off beam. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Mm.
I've come down from the upper class to mend your rotten ways. My father was a man of power, and everyone obeyed.
Ooh.
So come on, all you criminals, I've got to put you straight. Just like I did with my old man 20 years too late.
Damn. Okay, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Ah. Oh, dude. Okay, quick pause. Oh, this is so good. Right when they switch up to the marching kind of feel of the song, it's to denote that we're in a part of a story, dude, of the song where there are people marching, dude. He, the child who has usurped the father, or whatever he's done to his father, dude, it feels like he's like, you know, dominated his father somehow. Uh, and now he's coming to put his authority down, dude. He's being a king, dude. He's like, yo, I'm the head dude in charge now, dude. Sick song. Can't wait to see where it goes, dude. Beautiful stuff. Let's back it up. Get back into this, dude. Oh, sad.
Your bread and water as you smile at everyone. You meet the stares, you're unaware that your doings aren't done. And you laugh most ruthlessly as you tell us what not to be. But how are we supposed to see where we should run?
Oh my god. Oh.
I see you shuffle in the courtroom with your rings upon your fingers and your downy little sideys and your silver buckle shoes. Playing at the hard case, you follow the example of the comic paper idol who lets you bend the rules. Super crooks and show us all the way. Well, make your will and testament. I want you to join your local government. We'll have Superman for president. Let Robin save the day.
Boy.
You put your bet on number one and it comes up every time. The other kids have fall back down and they put you first in line. Just how big you are, and you take your place in a wiser world of bigger motor cars.
Okay, real quick, was that a joke, dude? Superman for president, let Robin save the day. That's pretty funny. Wow, we're almost at the end of this first section. I love this era of rock so much, dude. So creative, so inventive, so unique. Like, I get this is like making fun of a whole genre, right? Probably Tarkus, right? But I'm sure ELP put out a lot of stuff after Tarkus, or in between 72 and Tarkus. But dude, beautiful work. The organ playing is amazing, light, shiny. This new section we're in feels like we're floating, dude. I'm feeling elevated. All right, let's get back into this. Back it up just a little bit. Wow. Oh. 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 Wow, dude. So that was part one, dude. So if I didn't know this was intended to be a parody, dude, I would be thinking so hard about that last little sequence, dude. How inspiring, how brave, dude. Oh, this is wonderful. Beautiful. Pink Floyd levels, dude. This is good. It's good stuff. Wow. Shocking. Just like if you could spend hours trying to think about what that's supposed to like represent, right? But I don't. I honestly don't think it's supposed to represent anything. Like knowing that this is supposed to be like a parody, but they're executing it amazingly. It's so hard to not. It's hard to distinguish whether or not this is parody at all, right? And therefore, I think that's what makes it genius, dude. Genius, and I think people just fell in love with this. It's so cool, dude. More dynamic changes to end side one. Oh yeah, dude. Keeping us on our toes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. While the rest of the band fades off, dude, all we're left with the guitar, the piano, dude. Pulsing. The song is alive, dude. We can make it deep. The song is alive. The song is having a dream, dude. The song is alive in our present world. They started dreaming about medieval times, and then somehow we morphed our way into the current day, dude. Look at the lyrics. Let me make you a present of song as the wise man breaks wind and is gone, while the fool with the hourglass is cooking his goose, and the nursery rhyme winds winds along. Kindly state the time of the year and join your voices in a hellish chorus. Mark the precise nature of your fear. See, the summer lightning casts its bolts upon you, and this hour of judgment draweth near. Would you be the fool stood in his suit of armor, or the wiser man who rushes clear? I also love this, that it's just written as if it's like modern Shakespearean medieval speak, right? Won't you rise up from the pages of your comic books, your super crooks, and show us the way, show us all the way. Interesting. So here we venture into the current day, dude. So here it's like as if the narrator breaks and gives us a call to action, dude. Won't you join your local government? We'll have Superman for president. Let Robin save the day, dude. Where the hell was Biggles? Who the hell is Biggles, dude? Am I missing something about Biggles, dude? Where were all the sportsmen who always pulled you through? Interesting, dude. This is make all your animal deals. And it ends with the same sentiment, dude. And your wise men don't know how it feels to be thick as a brick. All right, well, I'm gonna kind of leave it up to you guys to help me decipher. Dude. Uh, yeah, it wasn't like, soon we have to turn the album over. Oh, right. That would be a fun experience if we had the vinyl, dude. It wasn't like they were going to get much radio play from this and the next album. Gotcha. Makes sense. They knew it. They knew it, so be weird as possible, dude. Side B is decidedly darker. Ooh, can't wait. This generation of British musicians were all affected by World War II. Yes, okay. I need to keep that in mind as well. The London bombings, their fathers in the war, many not coming home. I understand. I understand. Thanks for that context. Wow. I cannot even fathom, dude. Uh, okay. Well, guys, big song. Yeah, it seems like there was a bit of realism coming out in this song. Dude, even though they're not taking it too seriously, but it sounds like they're taking it serious enough. So how about side two, guys? Wow, halfway through this journey already. Amazing work, dude. Part two. This was just one song. This is, I mean, it's part one, yes. And then we're getting into part two next, and then that's the whole album, dude. That was a journey, right? Like I mentioned, it resembled something like Tarkus that ELP has released, and it feels just so inventive. And the fact that they're not taking it too seriously probably gives them more room to be adventurous with this, dude. Be it just you don't have to like hold back or even try hard, you know? It's just fun. Okay, well, side one, amazing, shocking, hilarious. Dude, I was not ready for that, dude. Like I mentioned, dude, reminds me so much of like Yes, uh ELP, of course, Boston. A lot of great music, dudes. This is an instant classic to me. Like I want everybody to listen to this. If you're a fan of prog rock, dude, this is probably an instant classic. Everybody probably knows this. Is this probably crazy that I'm listening to this for the first time right now? J.G. Ballard wrote about that in Empire of the Sun. Oh, gotcha. Empire of the Sun is a book? Whoa. There's a band called Empire of the Sun. Like a current day band. They have crazy costumes. Okay, well, let's take a hit, guys, and then jump on into part two of Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick, amazing flute work. And there was no synth work, if I remember correctly. It's just a organ, personnel, electric guitar. We have an organ and a harpsichord. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, I don't think we've heard that just yet. It's mostly been a piano and organ. And they've probably been pumping that piano and organ through an amplifier to give it some... Dude, they've been doing a lot of work. I would have sworn there was a synthesizer working on this, dude, but nope. It's a Spielberg movie too? Oh, okay. I have to check it out at some point. Dude, war movies are so heavy, dude. But sometimes dude, we all need to watch them sometimes. It's hard. At least learn about the stuff. Thick as a brick part 2, dude. So let's take a hit. 72, so no real synths available. They're just becoming so. Right. Just working with the organs. Don't think Tull used synths until 80s. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think, ELP were kind of one of the first big names to start using a synth system. It's crazy how they got that machine onto the stage, dude. Just a big ass box, dude. When was that ELP performance I'm thinking of? I think it might have been Knife Edge. 1970, dude. And real quick, I just want to see the setup they have going on here. Wow, shout out to everybody. Ah, the quick movements. Yeah, it looks like we have 2 organs here. Yeah, it looks like no synths here, dude. What about that one performance we watched, dude? Where they were on the stage, Carn Evil 9. I think it might have been this one. Yeah, what's Keith Emerson working with here, dude? Does he have the wall? No, it just looks like a couple of organs, dude, but we're not getting a good view. I don't think we'll get that good of a view. Anyways, now I'm wondering if ELP even used synths at all in their early stages, dude. Or if it was just all organ manipulation. He did make those organs sound crazy. Maybe I just assumed he was synthing it up, dude. I think I did. Okay. I'm ready to jump into part 2, guys. Here we go. Dude, I don't know, it's something so funny about that delightful little melody, and it's a lot slower than the energy the drums are giving, dude. That's hilarious. What? Oh. What? 200 babe. Dude, hold on a second. What? Oh, I'm just here for the ride, dude. Oh, it's beautiful though. This is beautiful. 218 babies wearing nylons. Wow. It's like stream of consciousness, dude. I lo- wow. We can think real hard about the meaning of this, right? For hours. Dude. Mm.
In the clear white circles of morning wonder, I take my place with the Lord of the Hills, and the blue-eyed soldiers stand slightly discolored in neat little rows sporting canvas frills. With the jock straps pinching, they slouch to attention whilst queuing for sardies at the office canteen, singing "How's your granny?" and a good old Ernie coughed up a tenner on a premium on wing.
Beautiful.
Signal for the crack of dawn. Light a sun, light a
Oh, there's the harpsichord, dude. Ooh. Ah, beautiful. Oh.
The dawn creation of the kings has begun.
Okay, guys. Quick pause, guys. Quick little talk, dudes. Already this side is, yeah, like you mentioned, a little darker for its, and I didn't like notice that the original motif on acoustic was back, dude. Beautiful. Thanks for pointing it out. I love the harpsichord. The beautiful instrument. You've probably heard this album hundreds of times, Toshiba, and you just love it even more than ever. It's timeless. Honestly, it's gorgeous. Can be listened to. It'll be listened to forever, dude. It will be studied prog rock history, dude. All right, let's just jump back on in. Wow.
Kings has begun. Has begun. Some Venus lonely maiden brings the ageless one, the ageless one. Do you The fading hero has returned to the night, to the night, and fully pregnant with the day. Wise men in Oz, the poet's eyes. Do you believe in the
That's so good. Oh, ooh. Dude, they're doing so many crazy things, dude. They're making the organ pulse, making it sound like a little squirrel, dude. For God's sake, hydrate, man. I actually just took a drink, like, not even like 2 minutes ago, right when we got back into it. Just don't know if you noticed, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you, dude. I actually think I did it right when we started playing. That's probably why I did it. But I'm going to take another hit because I drank that water, dude. I appreciate you. More water, the better, right? More water, the better. I appreciate you. Let's get back into this and take a hit with me, guys, too. God, Ian's voice is so good. In the day. This music is so inspiring, guys. Like, I'm sure you guys feel it too.
Let me tell you the tale of your life, of your love and the cut of the knife, the tireless aggression, the wisdom instilled, the desire to care and be killed. Well, let me sing of the losers who lie in the street as the last bus goes by. The pavements are empty, the gutters run red while the full ghost is gone in the sky.
Wow. Oh,
So come on, ye young men who are
Wow.
building castles, kindly state the time of the year, and join your voices in a hellish chorus, mark the precise nature of the affair. as the sins of the fathers are fed with the blood of the fools and the thoughts of the wise, and from the pen under your bed.
Oh.
Well, let me make you a present of song as the wise man breaks wind and is gone, while the fool with the hourglass is cooking his goose and the nursery rhyme winds along. So come all ye young men who are building castles, kindly state the time of the year, and join your voices in the hellish chorus, mark the precise nature of your fear. See the summer lightning cast its bolts upon you, and the hour of judgment draweth near. Would you be the fool stood in the suit of armor of the wiser man who rushes clear?
Oh.
So come on, you child of heroes, won't you rise up from the pages of your comic books, your super crops, and show us all the way. Well, make your will and testament, won't you join your local government? We'll have Superman for president, let Robin save the day.
Oh.
So where the hell was Biggles when you needed him last Saturday? And where are all the sportsmen who always pull you through? They're all resting down in Cornwall, writing up the memoirs for a paperback edition of the Boy Scout Manual. So you ride yourselves over the fields, and you make all your animal deals, and your wise men don't know how it feels to be thick as a brick.
Oh, wow. And that's literally it, dude. I like his little chuckle there, dude, at the end. Like, To be thick as a brick. Oh, wow, dudes. Just like the first side, dude, ended similarly without the extended outro. Uh, wow. Wow, dudes. And just like that, it's over already. God, a wonderful experience, dude. So, yeah, the same kind of call to action, dude. It's almost as if the idea of a concept album is, or the idea more so of escapism is what the band is probably parodying here, right? Just like the idea that there needs to be like a story separate from our reality, uh, you know, but instead the band is calling you, or Ian is calling you to get interested in your local government, dude, in the stuff that matters more, kind of poking fun at the idea that Superman is going to be president, Robin's going to save the day. The fact that we already do have media figures, basically characters, winning office at times. Uh, I don't know. That's just one little vibe I'm getting. Another vibe is, dude, it's just music is supposed to be fun, right? It's supposed to be enjoyable. There doesn't have to be a deep meaning to it all. And I'm guilty of trying to think too hard when sometimes I should have just been enjoying the music, dude. Biggles first appears as a teenaged scout fighter pilot in the Royal Flying Corps during the First World War. Oh, okay. Teenage scout pilot? Oh, dang, dude. Oh, dang, they're again like young kids flying planes. Dang. That's scary. A few musical themes repeat through the whole thing. Yes, I definitely felt that. Side 2 was it was similar in structure to side 1. Biggles was a comic. Oh, gotcha. Biggles was a comic. I understand. Not a real person. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, actually, I don't know if that helps my point or not. Not sure exactly what it does, but I think I'm onto something, dude. You know, I'm kind of a little toast right now, but this was an amazing experience. Top 10, literally like top 5 prog experiences. You can just hear so much inspiration in music going forward, dude. Right? It did feel very short, dude. Um, yeah, I mean it's an hour and 12 minutes, dude, and we've been live for about an hour and 26, so wow, dudes. So this album might have been a parody of sorts, but it was put forth with the most effort I've ever seen, dude. So much work put into making this album just so good. Ian's vocals to the layering to the uh, harmonization, dude, of the different layers of the guitar from to the flute. It was all just perfect, dude. The uniqueness of some of these little sections that sounded really weird. Dude, a lot of props to the organ. To the person playing the organ, dude, John Evan. A lot of great work from you, dude. A lot of great guitar solos, and dude, it's kind of hard to tell. I think Ian was doing most of this, like the solo flute stuff, and maybe Martin Barr was doing some side flute stuff, because it also has Martin Barr doing some flute work, credited at least. Apparently there was some accordion I missed. Definitely heard the sax. I think I missed some of the trumpet as well. I loved when the harpsichord came in, dude. Some great bass lines. Yeah, this reminded me so much of maybe some Rush stuff as well. A lot of cool bass lines, dude. Amazing drum work by Barrymore Barlow, dude, in the second half. Like, what the heck? Was not expecting a full drum solo sequence at the beginning. This song had, these couple of tracks had so many cool parts, dude. Instant legendary status, dude. Instead of instant classic, instant legendary status. Everybody needs to listen to this. The sax had an effect on it. Interesting. Damn. I would love to try and figure out where that came in, dude. It'd be kind of hard to figure it out. Might have been in the second song, dude. Dude, the second half of this whole experience had a bit more melancholy added to this, right? As far as lyrics go, see there a man is born and we pronounce him fit for peace. There's a load lifted from his shoulders with the discovery of his disease. We'll take a child from him, put it to the test, teach it to be a wise man and how to fool the rest. Yeah, I sense like a bit of a socio-political commentary hidden within this, dude. Even though it's mostly a joke, I think there's some serious sentiment. You probably thought it was a keyboard. Oh, wow. Wow, there were so many cool effects going on, from the pulsing to on the organ to, I guess, maybe that squirrely sound I heard was the sax, dude. If anybody wants to point it out, maybe in the YouTube comments, like what time stamp it is. It's full Englishness for sure. Also had some Queen notes in there, dude. This is around the time of, I think, Queen 2. I think. Hold on. Okay, and also, yeah, I'm pretty sure the meaning of thick as a brick is, wise men don't know what it's like to be thick as a brick. Queen 2 is actually 74, so Queen 1 would have been probably 72. Queen 1 was 73, actually. Okay. Okay, so then Jethro Tull must have been a good little inspiration for Queen then, huh? Wow. Teach the kid how to be a wise man, how to fool the rest. Wise men don't know what it's like to be thick as a brick. Yeah, I think there's socio-political commentary and the maybe class commentary as well, dude. God is an overwhelming response, dude. And then there was this little bits of spoken word. God is an overwhelming responsibility. We walked through the maternity ward and saw 218 babies wearing nylons. So who gave us the spoken word? Jeffrey Hammond. It says here that cats are on the upgrade. Upgrade? Hipgraved. So again, I'm going into this thinking there's no meaning, dude. It's supposed to be random as hell. Wow. The blue-eyed soldiers stand slightly discolored in neat little rows sporting canvas frills. With their jockstraps pinching, they slouch to attention while queuing for sarnies at the office canteen saying, "How's your granny?" Dude, I bet there's a lot of, like, just English culture that I'm just, like, not understanding. What's a sarnie, dude? At the office canteen? Must be food of some sort, right? Coughed up a tenner on a premium bond with the legend's word on ancient tribal hymn. In the ancient tribal hymn? What? On a bond? Lie cradled in the seagull's call. Dude, yeah, it's like these are crazy lyrics, dude. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful to listen to. Sardines. Oh, okay. There's a lot of overdubs and added tracks added to the studio recordings. Yeah, yeah. Sounds like they had a lot of fun working with this whole album, dude. Wow, wow. And somebody mentioned the after this album came out, they played this whole album front to back, dude, start to finish. They toured right after this album and would perform the entire album nonstop. Nice. To start each show? Wow, okay. So yeah, it took probably about an hour and 12 minutes to perform the whole thing, so they probably had time for another hour or so, I don't know. Violet. It also has a Genesis selling England by the pound feel. Ooh, yeah, it does indeed. Wow, I think we need to revisit that album. It's been a while. Uh, all right. Yo, Violet Mojo, are you Sacred Mojo on the Patreon? I think I just made that connection right now. Welcome. Also reminds me a little bit of Kansas, right? Huge Kansas feel. It's like the American Jethro Tull. Nice, Violet. Awesome. Okay. Well, guys, this was amazing. What do you guys have to say about this, dude? Jethro Tull, thick as a brick. This was remastered in 97. Did you pick up that CD? Was it released on a CD? Probably also on vinyl, too. Wow. So, shout out to the whole crew, dude. Ian Anderson, Martin Barr, John Evan, Jeffrey Hammond, Barrymore Barlow, Dee Palmer helping with the orchestral arrangements, Terry Ellis, and Robin Black, dude. It was reissued several times, gotcha. There was a 40th anniversary in 2012. Came with the DVD. Who picked that one up, dude? For the 50th anniversary, a new vinyl pressing of the Wilson remix. Ooh, there's a Wilson remix? Wait, Steven Wilson? Mastered at half speed, was released with the original newspaper cover. The CD DVD book set was also reissued. Still titled 40th Anniversary Edition, but with the mastering on all the versions of the remix was originally intended by Wilson. Is it Steven Wilson? Like a porcupine tree? I'm assuming so. Because he did some, oh, didn't he do, Gentle Giant as well? Dude, I can hear why, dude. Rush's Geddy Lee said that Thick as a Brick is one of his favorite albums, as has Iron Maiden's Steve Harris. You're not even sure anymore? You have way too many CDs? Yeah, I understand. Yeah, they certainly can't take up some space. Thankfully, not as much as like VHSs, right? Wow. All right, well, Wilson, dude, Steven Wilson, amazing work. Well, can't wait to check more Porcupine Tree as well. So let me know your favorite Jethro Tull track, guys. Let me know if I've missed any silly lyrics in this. The musicianship just blew me away. The instrumentals, dude, so much fun. Literally everything I love about music is within this. Everybody needs to listen to this. Timeless. It will be studied for years, dude. Even if this is, like, not electronic dubstep or whatever, people still should listen to this. If you're not into classic rock, dude, just give it a listen. Thank you so much, Toshiba. I appreciate you. Wow. Also, I think it had something to do with the fact that this was just two separate tracks. You know, like in terms of like, I think Abbey Road was shorter, but we spent way more time talking about like pausing in between each song, talking. But here we just had like a couple tracks. All right, so what time are we at? 1:38. All right. Yeah, that's gonna conclude this reaction. We are gonna actually move on into some Patreon requests, dude. Yo, going over to twitch.tv/JohnSlopReacts and leave a follow if you want to catch all these live streams where we record all these reactions, dude. And going over to patreon.com/JohnSlop to submit your favorite songs for me to listen to. And you can help support the channel as well. Appreciate ya.